as promised, I will do my level best and best of my ability and capabilities to review Dhurandhar The Revenge without giving out major spoilers. The movie was supposed to start at 4:45, but it got delayed because the prince came late due to last minute certification by CBFC is what we've been told. I believe lot of theatres in Mumbai started the shows late, and also certain shows got cancelled and people were livid. It is quite understandable. Just now I read a news headline that Mr. Dhar has apologized for this. But coming to Mr. Dhar, sir, hats off to you. What a movie and what closure that you have given to all of us. लाइफ में क्लोजर मिले ना मिले, धुरंधर 2 में क्लोजर तो काफ़ी हद तक मिल चुका है. And it's all in all a Ranveer Singh movie. Of course, other characters have done justice, and their character arc is perfect and understandable. But it's all in all a Ranveer Singh show. It's his world, and we are living in it. The man has emoted through his eyes, his body language. Even in the first movie, like I said in my previous video, it is absolutely a delight to watch him. From a young boy who has seen so many horrors, committed to his family, and who's out for revenge, to the man in power, to the lion, a wounded lion that he becomes. It's an amazing journey that we see through his eyes in this movie. So he is an absolute stunner. He is the absolute delight. It's all in all. If the first part has had major characters and who was central to the movie, to the premise of the first movie, where you have Rahman Dakait, who is the protagonist, I would say, and Ranveer Singh, Hamza was in his shadow and he was waiting. And I don't know why people were saying, oh, he's not acted well. Of course, he is supposed to be quiet. He is supposed to be restrained and behave like a spy. It's not Band Baja Barat, where you expect him to just break into a dance on a song or anything like that. He's just observing. He's learning the ropes because he has to take that power, and he's in for the long run. He was told that your goal is to be the king, not just be happy with a piece of cake, but have the entire cake and eat it too. So that's what we see in D2. When in D1 we had so many characters. We had Rahman Dakait and his entire gang. We had Major Iqbal. Of course, he's there in this part also, playing the antagonist. Much later, I think in D2, I feel that Arjun Rampal could have been more menacing compared to D1, where there is the scene where he's torturing an Indian spy. We see that menacing arc only for a little while in the climax, in the last scene. Of course, we also see a bit of his personal story as well, and we know why he's so cruel. The reason, if you understand his history, his past story, his personal life also, so that is also shown. So I feel, yeah, he is menacing, but somewhere not as much of an antagonist or scary as much as he was in that scene in D1. But he's done justice to his role. The end part of the movie, the showdown between Major Iqbal and Hamza is absolutely intense, and really, very, very, both are just absolutely made for each other when it comes to combat and fighting. So that's about him. Coming to the other characters here who were very important in part 1 is another character is Yalina. So her role is also, of course, important in this movie as well. She is his anchor. She is the person he loves, and she is also central to his character. And like in my synopsis, what I had predicted, it is quite accurate. So I'm quite proud of myself when I said this is how she will behave, and she does that in this movie. And she has emoted, Sara Arjun has done a fab job of emoting her pain, her anger, her anguish very well. She's done a fab job. And SP Aslam does what SP Aslam does best, trying to gain power, keeping everybody in check, and trying to be a step ahead of Hamza, and he doesn't trust him, of course, like we see in D1. So due to his lack of trust in Hamza continues, he's still not convinced with him completely, and that is of course very evident. But SP Aslam has his character arc quite defined, and the irony of a scene is not lost on everyone. I mean, the song that has been used is quite ironic and funny in one of the important scenes when which is related to SP Aslam. So that was quite a surprise. But one thing also I would like to add here in between is that I was lucky enough to have such amazing audience in the theater. Everybody was actively reacting, everybody was so excited, everybody was clapping, everybody was laughing at the jokes, reacting, where everyone, there was a collective reaction. It was not like it was dead silent or anything. At the end, of course, when Mr. Aditya Dhar's name came on the credit scene at the end of the movie, everybody just stood up and started clapping. He got a standing ovation, at least in my theater. And everyone screamed Bharat Mata Ki Jai also at the end of the movie. So it was such a delight to watch with all of them. I don't know if anybody would watch this video, the people who were there with me today in the theater, but it was such a delight. And of course, okay, coming back to the review of the movie, the gory scenes, the violence in the first movie, in the first part, if it disturbed you or if you think that was it, no. D2 has a lot, at least in the first half of the movie. It starts with violence, and so the first half of the movie, of course, has a lot of gore and violence. Then the second part does not as much, does not have much of it, and at the end there is, of course, the climax scene at the end part has it. And again, the music is aptly placed. There are two 90s songs that have been remixed, and amazing songs. They were bangers in the 90s, they were bangers now also. So I'm just waiting for them to release these songs. My initial guess of who is Bade Saab turned out to be accurate, so I'm extremely happy about that as well. I will not reveal who is Bade Saab. I would want you to guess who is Bade Saab if you've not seen the movie, and let me know in the comments who do you think is Bade Saab. But he is a powerful yet powerless, but he's the mastermind behind everything that has been happening, that has been shown, the attacks and everything that has been happening in India or throughout the movie. So he's not exactly someone to be messed with, and I don't know how they have the courage to show with so much clarity. So many things have been said and so many things have been openly shown. I think a lot of people are going to be very livid and very fired up about it, that I think there are going to be a lot of controversy. There could be, like with the first part also there was a controversy, so I think there's going to be one with this as well. There is a death of an important character which will leave you in tears. At least I was a lot upset, but I had an inkling that this might happen. But there's one major twist that nobody sees coming, okay, and it happens at the very end of the movie, and you will not believe it. I mean, I'm not kidding you. Entire theater, every single person. It was houseful, all right. It was houseful where I was watching it, and the entire theater screamed with shock and joy. Okay. We were so shocked when that character reveal happened, and it was so unexpected. So when Mr. Dhar said, "Ladies and gentlemen, you're still not ready for this," I bet you this is what exactly he had in mind. That भाई ये जो character है, इसके बारे में जो आपने सोचा था, that is not there. That is not how it is going to be. It is a complete surprise, but really hats off to the entire mystery kept behind that character, and the actor also has done a fab job of maintaining it. So I will only say that much. Those who can guess, but I will not reveal anymore. Who do you think is Asli Dhurandhar? We all think and we all know that Hamza is the Dhurandhar according to the title and what we've seen in D1, but D2 will make you question असली धुरंधर कौन है। जब आप देखेंगे, जब आप ट्विस्ट देखेंगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा असली धुरंधर कौन है। सो वॉच इट एंड you will know more. My favorite scene in the movie, of course, besides Ranveer Singh, of course, he's crowned as Sher-e-Baloch. He does team up with Shirani, and he does avenge avenge the death of lot of people who were wronged. And I love, my favorite scene is when we see Zahur Mistri and he completes an incomplete task is all I can say, and I would like to say, and everybody would love this scene. I'm pretty sure everybody would love this scene. I also want to add that a lot of bad words have been beeped, but there are other bad words which have not been beeped. So yeah, be mentally prepared for that. And there are no item songs, there are no unnecessarily added songs or fillers. It is just straight up the story, quite presented very well. I feel the entire movie is like a game of chess. Everyone is a pawn in the movie, alright. Every character are just chess pieces, and Hamza is the mastermind, Hamza or just Kirat, as he is the mastermind. He is moving all the pieces. They don't know they are in it, okay, and he is the mastermind behind it. So it's a very intelligent movie. The content and the way everything pans out, you come to know that how much preparation Hamza or Jaskirat has done for this. And it's a long fight, it's a long battle. Fights for justice are always long. Sometimes you have to just wait it out, bide your time and wait for the right time to exact your revenge or get your justice. I'm a big fan of revenge genres. It's not exactly, not in a bad way. Like, I love movies which have revenge, the revenge arc, because you know, justice is something which is denied, and when you exact your revenge, there's nothing wrong in it. If you're right, the wrong, I'm not talking about the wrong ones. So in this movie also, he gets what he wants. Of course, everything has a price, and he also has to pay a price, is all I can say. Ranveer Singh is like a wounded lion and waiting to just pounce and tear apart his enemies, and he does exactly that. He does not waste time eliminating them at the right time, at the right place, and how is what you need to watch. Also, important thing to note is there is an end credit scene, alright, which a lot of people have posted and reposted. There has been an official statement about it. But after the end credit scene also, when the end credit scenes are rolling and the song is about to get over, there is another scene, okay, post end credit scene, there is another scene which is quite important to close an important another loophole in the movie. So do not miss that. Wait for the entire movie to get over. Watch the end credit and the post end credit scene. Alright, end credit scene. So watch the movie. It is houseful. And it is, I mean, all the tickets are sold out. What I have seen, everything is houseful, and I don't know, somehow I feel very proud, and I feel when D1 also was successful, it felt very personal, and this time also feels very personal. So I believe that this movie should do very well, and people expecting that I think I saw some articles where they're saying, oh, only Ranveer Singh is there. It is about him. The first movie had all the other characters establishing their part, doing what they had to do, performing their act. This act is all by him. It is his. He is the one who has to now close all those characters' stories and give them the end that befits them, as he thinks is right, with whatever he feels is right. So it is a Ranveer Singh movie. Maybe I found the pacing fine. I did not get bored for even 1 second, nor did anybody else, and people who were sitting besides me, nobody got bored. We were all very engaged. We were talking, I mean, we were shocked. We were in awe of the movie. So I would say, go book your tickets. Do not listen to anybody else or whatever, read any negative reviews. Go and watch it for yourself and decide for yourself about the movie. If you love D1, Dhurandhar Part 1. I'm sure you would love Dhurandhar Part 2 as well. Of course, those are shot together, but the entire story is different. The entire presentation and entire everything is different about it. You cannot expect it to be the same as D2 to be as same as D1, because that was a different chapter. This is a different chapter. So go to the movies, enjoy it. It's a theater experience. All the people who were with me, watching with me, we all agreed that we need to watch this again, because, and this is what happened with D1 also. We need to watch it again. That was the common feeling, because you are watching it and absorbing it with so much of shock and awe, and oh my god, what is happening? The processing takes time. So yeah, the second part also, I would love to watch it again. So love if the makers would drop again the bloopers behind the scenes, and we would love to understand it. A lot of people have posted about propaganda. I would not like to comment on it, but to say even the way they have used certain words about the current leaders of the country is a big thing. I found it like, oh my god, how can you even say that? Even as showing a character from a different country, say that, addressing the leader as something like that. So that was a little strange, but yeah, I don't want to get into the politics of it. For me, I see it as a movie. For me, I see it as a Ranveer Singh fan. For me, I see it as brilliance of Mr. Dhar and his work, and that's about it. So go watch the movie. This is me signing off. Take care and see you in the next one. Bye bye.